There's two things that get paired together quite a bit, and that's photographers and coffee. For whatever reason, photographers love shooting their coffee or shooting about coffee. Hell, I've done it. I've shot my own coffee before. I've filmed myself making coffee. It's just what we do. But I recently came across something very interesting. You can actually develop your own film using coffee. The method we're using today is called the Caffenol method. Basically, we're mixing coffee together with ascorbic acid and creating a developer. I've never developed film. This is going to be the first time I've ever attempted developing my own film. Now, with the Caffenol recipe, you have to shoot black and white film. So recently I went out and I burned an entire roll of Ilford HP5 400, and I'm going to attempt to develop it, and we'll see. So I wrote down the recipe here on how to make it. So I'm going to be following this recipe. Now what we need is distilled water, which I do not have because I went to 4 grocery stores and not a single grocery store had any distilled water in the baby section or the water section. So instead of using my well water, I think this might be purer, like better. It might be more pure is what I should say. So this is just spring water. Hopefully the minerals will be fine. Obviously we need coffee. Coffee is the main ingredient in this Caffenol recipe. Vitamin C, pure vitamin C. So the issue with what I have currently right now is these are tablets. You want pure 100% absorbic acid, which is vitamin C. I've read online that these tablets will work. I just couldn't find any pure ground 100% absorbic acid. Now, all of this stuff you can get on Amazon. I'll be linking it down below, but I bought all of this stuff locally. So I wanted to see if I could locally source everything from my surrounding area, and so far I think this will work. I just have to break up these vitamin C tablets. That's why I got a mortar and pestle. I'm going to be adding them to this, grinding them down, and hopefully making a good mixture. And then obviously a measuring cup. Now the last important thing that you need is fixer. Now the thing with fixer is you can make it yourself. It's 3 ingredients: water, sodium thiosulfate, and sodium sulfate. Now the sodium sulfate is the agent that stabilizes the thiosulfate. The thiosulfate is the actual mixing agent. You can buy that stuff yourself. It's a little hard to find, but if you just buy the sodium thiosulfate, which is actually a pool dechlorination chemical, you can find that pretty easily, and you can make a one-shot fixer. You just won't be able to save that fixer and use it for future developments. It'll just be a one-shot. But this is Ilford Rapid Fixer. You can use this multiple times. Hopefully in the future I will be using it. It was cheap. It was only 28 bucks. And now I have to load this black and white film into a canister, a developing canister. So I have a Patterson developing canister. I bought this one off Facebook Marketplace. Basically, this is your dark room. You're putting your film inside here and pouring all of these chemicals inside here. Now, a couple of things that I've read, according to this recipe that I've written down, is once you have the developing mixture mixed, you kind of can't just walk away. Like, you can leave it for maybe 10 minutes to let the bubbles settle when it's all mixed together, but it can't be, like, you got to use it quickly. It doesn't have a long shelf life. So I'm going to go load this, which is going to be quite daunting actually, because I'm going to get it started. I got to load this film into here, but I've never done this before, and I could very easily ruin this roll of film because you have to do this part in the dark. So I'll show you what I mean. Basically, you start the film on here. You put the film here, pull it, and then it's like a ratchet. You just ratchet it and it starts feeding itself. but you have to do that part fully in the dark. And once it's fully out of the canister, then you put it in, wrong way. You put it in, you put everything together and hope for the best. Close it all up and then you can add your chemicals. That's the most daunting part for me because I don't have a lot of confidence in myself to do this fully in the dark. So obviously I can't film that part because I can't film in the dark. And you might think maybe I'll try like night vision on your phone or something like that. You can't do that because your phone emits IR light, which will ruin the film. So yeah. I also wanted to point out, this got stuck inside my camera, like this little tail, because the camera rolls it all the way back in when you're done. And you're supposed to have a film puller that you put on there and it pulls the film back out. I did not have that, and I do not have an extra roll of film. So I cut a piece of cardboard and put a piece of tape in the middle with a little cutout. And I took this and I put it inside the roll of film and I pulled it out, and the little sticky tape there grabbed it, and I was able to pull out my tail so I can actually use it now to load the film properly. All right, I got it started. Now it's time to go into the dark and see what we can do. Well, I got it loaded. That was very daunting, very hard to do in complete darkness. All right, now time to go back to the recipe and see what step one is. Pour 500 milliliters of water into a container. Add 40 grams of washing soda. So I'm gonna crush up the vitamin C first. So this is a 500 milliliter mix. So it says I'll need 16 grams of instant coffee and crush 8 tabs of vitamin C into a powder. Each one of these tabs is 1,000 milligrams. So it should be enough. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's looking pretty powdery, eh? Not too bad. 16 grams of instant coffee. So we'll put that on the scale. So this one is done, 16 grams. This one, we have washing soda, instant, and that. So I guess we're all good to add everything. I had a slow leak in here, so I had it filled up to 500, but then it started leaking out. So it's a very slow leak, but I'm going to just put a towel under it and hope for the best. All right, let's fill this guy back up to 500 milliliters. Like I said before, you should be using distilled water. I just couldn't find any distilled water anywhere. So using this, that's 500 milliliters, 40 grams of washing soda. Stir that together. Then 16 grams of instant coffee, stir until dissolved. Now my vitamin C. It's like the worst smelling coffee you've ever smelled in your life. Pour developer into dev tank. Okay. Here goes nothing, I suppose. 1 minute gentle inversions. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer started.
And then after this, I have to do 2 to 15 minutes, like between 15 minutes. The first 2 minutes is just this. But for the remainder of the 15 minutes, I have to do a gentle inversion for 10 seconds at the start of each minute. 13 minutes. And then at the start of each minute, just 10 seconds, gentle inversion, stop. Next minute, 10 seconds, gentle inversion, stop. So we'll be here a minute. For this next few minutes, I'm just gonna get my fixer ready because I'm gonna have to rinse this after I'm done with the 7 minutes I have left of doing this. Then I'll need to rinse this out and then put my mixture. And the mixer is 1 part fixer, mixer. I'm making drinks here. Fixer, 1 part fixer, 4 parts water, I think is what it said. So, gotta get that ready. I got a empty bucket down here at the bottom that I can just take this stuff, dump it out, because right after I need to fill the tank with clean water, invert it 10 times, dump that, and do it again. And then I can put my fixer in, which is this right here. 3, 2, 1, done. Shouldn't have worn a white shirt, that's for sure. All right, fill tank with clean water, did that. Mix fixer. I mixed the fixer already. 1 minute inversions. So I'll pour all of this in there. I'm gonna invert it 1 last time, then I'm gonna dump this and I'm gonna rinse it 3 times, but doing 10 inversions each rinse. All right, if everything worked out perfectly, that should be it. Remove film from can and hang to dry. So, if I can get my can open, take a look at the film, and fingers crossed it developed. Because I don't know, never done this before. Wow. So after all of that, apparently I only developed that much film. So I had to do this all over again because in the dark, I guess when I was advancing it onto the roll, it wasn't actually going. It felt like it was, but this is literally all I developed. So I went down there again. I went through the whole process again. I don't know if it's user error or if this thing is just too old. This is like from the 70s, so I don't know. We'll see. But this is the moment of truth to see if it's developed. And hopefully I got all the film out of the canister onto this, but I don't know. We'll see. That is pretty rough. Oof. That is not great. Oof. We have a couple exposures, but the majority of it is garbage. Oof. It worked, but as you can see, a lot of the sections are dead. We got some photos in there, but it looks like a lot of them were not great. Well, we'll have to scan them and see which ones are usable. And I think that's just a result of me just not being able to wind it onto this spool properly. I think that's what it comes down to, is like I tried winding it on there, but it just wasn't advancing how it should. So I think some of the rolls got squished together, but we'll see. So even though only half of those photos turned out, I still count this as a win because some of them actually did get developed. And I think if I actually do this again and get the roll actually situated properly, I can have really good results. The second thing is I'm going to need to figure out a scanning method because my current scanning method of just taking a photo of the negative is not great. It's not great. Maybe I'll get one of those little scanners that you just feed the film strip through. I think that would be better. But I still count this as a win because I honestly didn't think I was going to get anything usable. First, coffee apparently can develop film, and 2, it's the very first roll of film I've ever developed. I've shot film a bunch of times, but I've always sent it off to get developed. I've never developed it myself. So this was a very unique experience. And even though it was kind of a failure, it's kind of a win. So comment below, tell me what you guys think. And if you have any tips, tricks, anything like that, I'd love to hear it, because I'm going to be trying to do this again in the future and kind of perfect it and see how I can do with it, you know? Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe. I'd love to see you back here hanging out in another video, and YouTube wants you to watch this. So maybe give that a click, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.